Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Nathan Newman. I'm here with Yolanda Halston, our celebrity makeup artist. We're here in our Beverly Hills office, surrounded by my staff, and we're going to demonstrate today the new extension of the Luminous Skin Care product, which goes very well with the new NV product line. That is an amazing product line that we're going to introduce you today and show you how to use it and how you can benefit from it. So, as you know, the products that we have are based on our stem cell technology, the APT200, the serum, which contains the most amount of the APT200, is the first product that should go on the skin. She's already washed her face, and we're going to apply the serum followed by the moisturizer. Once we do that, I'm gonna ask Yolanda to come and demonstrate to us and explain to us how to apply the NV products. So we have two demonstrations today on two different kinds of skin color, so you can see the difference on how we can apply this to every skin color of every skin type, and how everyone can benefit from it. So, and if you have any questions, please shoot us and we'll try to answer them as we go along. So first thing we do is the serum. We just take a little bit of the serum and we apply it. And then we let it dry a little bit. And then we're going to put on the next one is the Daily Moisturizing Complex, because the day here in Los Angeles and Beverly Hills, and we want to make sure she gets her sun protection during the day. If it was at night, we would use the night cream, and once we apply that and we let that absorb, then we're going to apply the NV products on there. Feels good? Good. So, Yolanda.
Yes.
Come join us in the conversation, please.
Okay. Well, what I like to do when I apply the moisturizer is that you want to actually let it soak in about the same amount of time that you would take to brush your teeth. About 2 to 3 minutes, and that way it's fully absorbed into the skin and has a chance to penetrate. But also, if you put your cosmetic products over the top of the skin before the moisturizer has soaked in, then it'll cause the foundation to float, and then it will come off easily. So you want to make sure that it's fully absorbed into the skin.
Very important.
Very important. I'm going to trade places with you.
Yes, please. And before we start with actually applying it, let's describe and introduce each part of the NV products.
Okay, so we have 3 products that we're going to use. The first is the primer, and the primer is actually a very important product because, as you know, around the eyes and the lip skin is very soft and delicate, and then the skin that's on your cheeks and on your neck and on your décolleté and your forehead have a little bit more texture. So the primer is actually going to even out that skin tone and give a very soft, even feeling, as well as the fact that the reason that most people use primers is to fill the fine lines and pores and create a very smooth texture. So the most important thing you want to remember about this product is to always shake it well. You want to shake it because there's a lot of water in there with the APT200 and the vitamins and botanicals, and you want to mix those all together so that when you do spray it, you get a nice even application.
And that's true for most cosmetic products. You actually want to mix it because things tend to settle out. So
exactly.
All creams and moisturizers that you try to use, it's always a good idea to shake it first.
Exactly. And this product actually does have a micronized titanium dioxide in there that will help with the evenness of the skin tone. It will definitely, it's very clear, but you want to just pretend like it's water. And if you do that, you can't make a mistake with it, because if you were to spray water this close to your face, you're going to get wet. If you spray it too far back, it's not going to go where you want it. So just right in a 90-degree angle where it feels nice and comfortable, pretend like it's water, and then you're going to do just a little tiny zigzag right down the center of the face. So just make sure you're soaked in. That's perfect. So close your eyes one quick mist. Just like that. I literally just primed her entire face, including her eyebrows, which will allow the powder that you've put in to fill in your brows. It'll give it something to stick to. It goes onto your lashes, onto your lips. It'll help all of your products stay on longer, last longer, and go on more smoothly. If you have very dry skin, you can also layer this product. So if you live in a high altitude or in the desert, you can use as many layers as you want to create that smooth surface. But she has nice smooth skin already, so I'm just going to use one layer.
And the whole idea of this combination of the APT200 with the Luminous light with the APT200 being in the Envy product is to do that layering, because as we layer it, it allows for better penetration and longer lasting throughout the day. So you get an even coverage over the skin, and you're going to have the benefits that will improve and rejuvenate the skin throughout the entire day.
Exactly. So once again, you're going to shake. I actually use this product. This is our foundation perfecting mist. So I actually use it as my concealer too. You know, most concealers have oil in them, and then you have to powder them, otherwise they will gather and collect in the lines. Whereas with this, as soon as you apply it, it takes just a few seconds for it to dry, and then you don't have to powder it. So then it doesn't add to that drying, aging process where that product will stick into the pores and look cakey. So
and that's a very important thing that we're doing, yes.
I'm going to spray a little creamy round circle. That's what it should look like. If it looks too watery or if it looks too thick, there is a stem that goes down to the bottom of the can. When you shake it, what's in that stem does not get a chance to mix in with the rest. So you just want to spray it until it looks like that. Then I'm going to use my ring finger. That way I'm not going to pull too much on the skin. I'm going to use this as concealer. Go ahead and look up for me. So I'm just going to tap it very gently underneath the eyes. And I do this first because I like to actually conceal the little things that maybe need a little bit more coverage, and that way I don't overspray the entire face just to cover up one little thing. So I'm going to go around the corners of the nose. Sometimes you get a little bit more redness there. And if you have any blemishes or spots that you want to cover, you want to do that first. So I'm just going to go around the cat. And what I'm doing here is I'm creating a highlight right through this V area, and that's going to give you a nice brightness under the eyes. So again, I'm going to tap. Now, like I said, it's all about layering. So when you are using this as a concealer under your eyes, you're getting not only the color improvement and that instant gratification that you want, but you're also getting a treatment around your eyes with those vitamins and botanicals and the APT. I'm going to put a little bit.
And unlike regular makeup where you keep putting on your skin and putting it back into your makeup and putting it back and rubbing it on and clogging your pores and putting all that bacteria and all the dirt back onto the skin, this doesn't do that. It allows the skin to breathe and prevents all the bacteria to get onto the skin. So it's very aesthetically pleasing and is also very hygienic.
That is probably one of the most important things to me, is that not only are you giving yourself a treatment, nothing can get in there to contaminate. So this product will, you know, a lot of people are worried about makeup causing them to break out. There's nothing in this that will cause you to break out. And for the same reason that nothing can get in, nothing can get out either. So there's no evaporation. That means the APT200, the water, the vitamin A, the vitamin E, the vitamin D that are in there that are good and healthy for your skin are locked inside, so that every time you spray your face, you get first time fresh. And I love that, because then you get the full benefit, whether it's the first time you spray or the last time you spray. So I'm going to have you just turn to the side here and close your eyes, and you're going to do one quick mist right down the center. Just like that. It is so fast, so easy, and you could be done depending on the amount of coverage that you want. Now, I always wipe it off the brows, give it a few seconds, just take it right off the brows, and then you're just going to press it in and blend. Just like that. Now, you can layer this to get the desired coverage that you want. So if you want the coverage of a tinted moisturizer or just a very light coverage, one quick mist is all you need. If you want the coverage of a cream or a powder foundation where you get a little bit more coverage, you're going to just add the layers as needed. So you don't want to overspray initially I always say less is more. I want people to look at me and say my skin is beautiful, not my makeup is beautiful. So this is about treating the skin. This is about having that instant, flawless, airbrush perfection. So you get the long-term benefit of the vitamins, botanicals, and then you get the instant glow, the instant gratification.
Yeah, if I look at her, I wouldn't know she has makeup on. She looks very, very natural. Just
beautiful and natural skin. This product is wear resistant and it's water resistant. So you can be in extreme humid climates. You could swim in this all day. You can use your sunscreen, daily moisturizer, and then put this over the top and go to the beach and you're protected. So it's very important. So then I'm going to go ahead and just add a little bit more, just right where on her cheeks where she might need a little bit more coverage so you can see the difference. Go ahead and close your eyes. One quick mist, just like that. And then you could come in and see side to side how you get a little bit more coverage from one side to the other. So turn this way. Turn this way. Oh, wow. So you can see that as you layer it, you're going to get that little bit of extra protection, that little bit of extra coverage. So it doesn't matter whether you are 16 and wanting to cover, you know, blemishes, or whether you're 65 and not wanting it to settle into any creases. You can wear this product. I think the younger generation likes the coolness of the technology of the airbrush, but ultimately it's all about the results.
Yes.
So next product we're going to use, this is I do not leave the house without this on my skin. This is a bronzer. The bronzer is about the color of a warm caramel skin tone, like a Beyonce skin tone. It's a golden glow. And so you can use this from the lightest skin all the way to the darkest skin. We have one shade. So from the lightest skin, like a Kate Blanchett, very, very pale, all the way up to someone that's maybe Jennifer Lopez, Beyonce. This is going to be your bronzer that's going to give you that warm golden glow. Anyone that's darker than like a 7 or an 8 is going to get a highlight from it. So everybody can use it and get benefit from it. So I actually spray it right down the center of my face, but I'm going to show you around the outside edges so that you can see. If you just make a little circle around the outside of your face, you actually will get a beautiful contour. So close your eyes. So I'm going to go across the forehead and then down the sides, just like that. And you're going to get a warm golden glow that in the office here, it's very subtle. It's a pearl shimmer, but it actually is, it's very subtle so that you can wear it in the office, you can wear it in your day-to-day, and it doesn't look like too much, but when you go into the sunlight, or if you have your picture taken on your high-definition camera, you're going to get that beautiful warm glow.
So what about people who don't, you know, different places in the world, they want to have either bronze looking or they want to look non-tanned and look whiter.
Yes.
So what about those places?
Well, we do have a new product that was just launched in Hong Kong. It's not available here yet, but it will be available, and it gives you the same sort of accents that the bronzer does, but it's a pearl. So you'll get that beautiful glow that comes from underneath the foundation, underneath the skin. You can wear it under your foundation, or you can wear it over the top and do the special effects like the strobing, where you go around the corners of the eyes. You can use it with a brush or a sponge or with your fingers. I like to use my fingers because I like the warmth, how it just melts the product right into the skin. But a lot of people like to use a brush. There's no rules with this product. You can fit it into your normal routine. You get, obviously, the airbrush effect when you spray it directly on the skin, but you certainly can spray it onto your sponge. You can spray it onto your hand like I did for the concealer, and fit it into your routine.
Looks great. Look at that.
Great. Wonderful. So I'm going to take this off so you can get...
Can I get a mirror for her so she can look and get a reaction?
And I just want to point out, you see that it's a spray. This is a white cloth. I always like to show this because there's very little overspray. The product really does go right to where you spray it. Obviously, if you have very light hair or very dark hair, it is a good choice to use the headbands, or I just throw my hair up into a towel. If you're already dressed, just throw a towel over your shoulders. But as you can see, there's very little overspray. You don't get fallout like you do with the mineral powders.
It's beautiful. You like it?
Very nice. Thank
Yes.
you.
Fantastic.
Excellent. So
Should we do the next model? Thank you so
I
much.
would love that. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're great. You look great. So, our next model, come on in, please.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi there.
Have a seat. Obviously, you can tell from the clothes, she works for me.
So, once again, do you have moisturizer on yet, or do we need to apply that?
I do not.
Okay, very good. So I'll go ahead and apply your serum and your moisturizer. As you can see, I'm draping her with the towels once again. Once you get used to the spray and you know right where it's going to go, and you can feel where it's going. I actually.
I got you the fresh one.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. A little bit more. I'm just pressing this in with my fingers gently, and I'm going to give it a few seconds to let it soak in, absorb into the skin, and dry.
Yeah. And it's very important for all the products that we're putting on the skin to actually let them absorb. You don't want to just put it on and let it sit. You want to actually let it get soaked into the skin.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very important part of skincare.
And I always take what's left on my fingers and I put it on the backs of my hand. Or on my neck.
And
then we're going to use the Daytime SPF 30. And once again, I'm just going to press that into her skin. I always take care to use my outside fingers and not use my pointer that's too strong because I don't want to pull too much. We're going to let that soak in, once again, about the same amount of time as it takes to brush your teeth. Just because, like you were saying, you want to let it fully absorb into the skin so that when you do apply your cosmetic products, that they don't float. This product is a long-wearing product. It will stay on until you remove it with your gentle luminous cleanser, but it will not come off if you prepare it properly. And that's a really important thing to remember, is that, like you said, we're adding layers. So the serum is going to penetrate very deep into the depth of the skin. Then you're going to put your moisturizer on. That's going to moisturize the surface of the skin and penetrate. And then now you're going to add your primer. And your primer is a very important product. This is really 5 products in one, because so many people are using a single product for every single thing. Lashes, lash builder, and lip primer, and skin primer, and eyeshadow primers. You get all of those with 1 2-second spray. So I think that that's really a benefit, and it has the typical function of a primer where it fills the fine lines and pores, and it prepares the skin for the rest of the cosmetic products you're going to apply. So maybe turn just towards me this way so you can see the distance. This is the distance, about where you would spray your face with water. Now, she obviously has very dark hair. She has earrings on. So I don't want to do this because I'm going to be wasting a lot of product. I'm going to be spraying here, but also it's going to go all on the outside. So I just want to do a little tiny zigzag right down the center, just like I'm spraying the face with water. 1 quick mist. That's it.
wow.
That's all you need. And how did that feel?
Good.
Yeah, it's refreshing. It is refreshing. I have people that keep theirs in the refrigerator, actually, because they spray it on and they get that cooling feeling. So now I'm going to do a little bit different of an application with you. This is your 8. I also need to have the 9. I don't think I brought that up here. So I'm going to use for this demonstration, I'm going to use 2 shades. I'm going to use the 8, which is our second to darkest color, and I'm going to use the 9. So once you get over a level 6, which is about Jennifer Lopez skin tone, there's not enough white in the product that's going to add the brightness under the eye. So if you want to highlight and contour, you can actually play with the shades a little bit. This one's going to be slightly lighter than her skin tone. Shake the can. A little bit in the palm of the hand. You can see, obviously, that is a little bit lighter than her skin. And I'm going to go under the eyes with this. And just right underneath the eyes. And I'm going to bring it all the way out across her cheekbone. And that's going to give me a really beautiful